smile. So today I'm going to be doing the rapid fire book tag. Now I believe this tag was created by Girl Reading. This is a tag I've been wanting to do for a while now, since like July. You know what, we're doing it now, that's all that matters. If you're wondering why I'm on the floor, it's because I literally just spilled coffee on my chair. So I have to wait for it to dry now. There's a ton of questions and the goal is to answer them as fast as you can, so like just right off the top of your head. Question number 1, ebook or physical book? Because some of my favorite books, Corvus and Fury, I read in ebook form on my phone. Though I do love the convenience of ebooks, you know, if you just like cannot wait to read the second book, I'm gonna have to go with physical book because I'm a physical book lover. Paperback or hardback? I'm gonna have to go with paperback because I just love like the feeling of a paperback book when you can just like bend it and just like throw it and do whatever and not really have to worry about it getting damaged. Whenever I open a hardback book, I'm always terrified of that like cracking noise that you get, you know, when it's like bent like this. It's probably like killing you guys right now. Book abuse. Book abuse. Next question. Online or in-store book shopping? Online shopping, just because as much as I love the atmosphere of being in a bookstore, like books are so dang expensive in stores, I swear to God. You can get like a hardback in stores is like probably about $20 here in the US, or at least where I am. But online you can get that same hardback for probably like $12. Okay, trilogies or series? Gonna have to, this is kind of hard, but I'm gonna have to go with series because whenever I read trilogies, I'm always mad that there's only 3 books. So I'm gonna have to go with series. Heroes or villains? I'm gonna cheat a little. My favorite thing is when there's a villain in a book that becomes a hero. So we have there's like the villain, right? He does all this evil stuff and then like out of the blue he does like something really nice or like something that's very hero material, and I just both. Alright, a book you want everyone to read. I honestly can't think of any books that I would want anybody to read. Like, I just don't have any that I don't know, that I just like that much to where, you know, I would just recommend them. Recommend an underrated book. One of the Guys by Lisa Alden. The last book you finished. Last night I actually just finished The Lovely Reckless by Cami Garcia, and it was so good. Like, such an amazing contemporary book. Like, literally, it's like suspense, romance, mystery, a little sexiness in there. It's such a good book. The last book you bought? I don't know. Like, the first book that comes to mind is The Foxhole Court by Nora Sakovic, but I don't think that's correct, so I'm just gonna go with that for now. Weirdest thing you've used as a bookmark? I actually don't use bookmarks. I do something that is kind of forbidden in the book community, and I dog-ear my pages. I don't know if you guys can see, but like all the pages in my books are bent. That's how you can tell if I've read them yet or not. Used books, yes or no? Absolutely. Oh my gosh, you guys. Like literally, when I first started my channel, I had about 10 books. I only owned about 10 books. The rest I borrowed from the library. And of those 10 books, about 7 of them were used ones that I had bought from the library. So I absolutely love used books. For me, I'm not like picky about keeping my books in good condition, obviously, so I don't mind if there's a rip or a tear. Like, I honestly don't care as long as it's still legible. Top 3 favorite genres. Okay, top 3 favorite genres would have to be fantasy, sci-fi, and mystery, thriller, suspense, whatever that third kind of genre is. Borrow or buy? Personally, buy, because when I borrow books, like I said, I don't really care like you know, what condition my books are in. So I feel like when I borrow a book, and usually the other person, you know, it's important to return the book in good condition. So when I'm reading it, I have to be extra careful to make sure not to like rip pages or like, you know, bend it or crack the spine or things like that. So in that case, I would say buy. Characters or plot? This is so easy. Characters. You could have like the most badass plot in a book, like this like the most like a crazy plot twist, you know, just an amazing plot. But if the characters are boring in the book, like and I can't connect with the character, the book immediately becomes boring and like I can't read it even if the storyline is awesome. Long or short books? Oh, that's hard. I'm gonna have to go with long books. Like, if a book is good and it's long, like that is perfection. Long or short chapters? Okay, long books with short chapters. Like, that is the best thing ever. Name the first 3 books you think of. A Court of Thorns and Roses, The Raven Cycle, Shadow Me by Terry Moffey. Boom! Books that make you laugh or cry. Okay, books that make me laugh. I'm gonna have to go with, the first book that comes to mind for some reason is Paper Towns by John Green. That book was so funny for me. Books that make me cry. Books that make me cry. Oh my god. I cried. Okay, it's not because the book is like entirely sad, but I read The Raven King, the last book in the Raven Cycle, and I cried so much only because I love the series so much and it was like the last book, so there was tears. There was lots of tears. Our world or fictional worlds? Fictional worlds, absolutely. I know a lot of people say like I don't want to live in a fictional world, and I mean I get it if you're thinking of like dystopian fictional worlds in which they're pretty messed up, so I wouldn't want to live in them, but like in a heartbeat, I would live in any of my favorite fantasy book worlds, because why not? Like if I was given the opportunity, of course I would say yes. I wouldn't be like, no, I don't want to explore like a possible completely different realm. Like, no, we're not going to do that. Audiobooks, yes or no? Yes. Do you ever judge a book by its cover? Absolutely. I do that all the time, but honestly, like when I pick up a book, like if I don't like the cover but I think the book's good, I'll go ahead and like look up a review of it first. But besides that, like if I were to judge some of my favorite books based off the cover, then I would have never read them. So I judge them, but I don't let it affect my decision of it. Book to movie or book to TV adaptation? Book to movie if the movie is long, because I feel like if it's like a TV adaptation, sometimes they just like string it out, or like string out like the story, like especially during like the slow parts and things like that. Whereas if it's with a movie, I feel like I like that sort of cinematic look of the adaptation versus like the TV adaptation of it, if that makes any sense. A movie or TV show you preferred to its book? That's hard. Okay, I loved Catching Fire, but okay, with Catching Fire, I felt like the movie was so exactly accurate to the book that I wouldn't mind saying that the movie was just as good as the book. I don't know if I would say better, but they're definitely like see eye to eye. A series or standalones? Oh my god, series, absolutely. I love standalones, but at the same time, I hate it because sometimes a standalone ends to where it's like you still need answers, and unless there's a second book, you won't get those answers, so series all the way. That is all the questions. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, keep reading, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!